So here we go. Video number 2 for Algebra 1 study guide for semester test. Freshman Academy, Magnolia High School. Find the slope of the line. So we're going to have to pick out 2 good points. So make a point, make a mark there, make another mark there, and let's count the slope. Remember, slope is rise over run. So to get from here to here, that means you're going to go down 2 and over 2. And when you go down 2 over 2, that's equivalent of -1. So that's our answer for slope. Question 15 also asks you to find the slope, and they want you to use the formula. The formula is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. And here are our parts. This is x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. And we're going to plug these in. So y sub 2 is -2. Subtract 5 over 6 minus 3. So it is -7 over 3 for our slope. Find the slope of the line when you're given an equation. So the slope of a line, remember, in the form y equals mx plus b, the slope is m, the y-intercept is b. So in 16, it's pretty simple. The slope is 1/2, and the b value, or the y-intercept, is 7. In 17, we have to do a little work. Our problem says 10x plus 2y is equal to -42, and we need to solve for y. So we're going to subtract 10x from both sides. Now you really don't subtract. What you really do is you're going to have 2y equals -10x minus 42. Divide through by 2. Y equals -5x minus 21. So our slope, our m value, or our slope, is -5, and our b value is -21. 18 says write an equation given the slope and the y-intercept. So in this problem, you are just going to plug in to this formula. The m value is 3, and the b value is 1/4. So we just plug those in. Number 19 says write the slope-intercept form for the line. So we need to identify the slope and identify the y-intercept. So I'm going to count out the slope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's 6 over 6, which is 1. What is the y-intercept here? -1. So when I write the equation, it's going to be y equals 1x minus 1. We're recording right here, live, Miss Lampkin's class, 6th period, May 25th, 2 o'clock. Number 20. Let's find the slope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -5 over 6 is the slope. The y-intercept is okay, we're going to have to use the point slope formula. Y minus y sub 1 equals m times x minus x sub 1. We know the slope. We're going to need to identify one of these points. This one's -4, 1. We're going to use that one. This is x sub 1, y sub 1. So y minus 1 equals -5 over 6 times x minus -4. Then you need to distribute. Y minus 1 equals -5 over 6x minus 20 over 6. Then you need to move the 1 over. I'm going to write it as, y'all know there's lots of ways to write 1, right? I'm going to write it as 6 over 6, because when I add it, y equals -5 6x minus 14 over 6. Simplify. Y equals -5 6x minus 7/3. That's our answer there. We are going to graph the system. So we're going to go to y equals. We're going to type this in. Negative 5x, excuse me, minus 3. Negative 5x plus 5. Those both and y equals, and we're going to graph them. And these are parallel. When they're parallel, they have no solution. They are parallel because they had the same slope. That is the same amount of slant. One of them went through at negative 3, the other one went through at 5. We're going to graph the next one, which is number 22. So we're going to clear these out, and we're going to put in there y equals 4x plus minus 4. And the next one's not quite ready to graph. I'm going to have to subtract 4 from both sides. So it's going to say y equals 4x minus 4. Now at this point, you're probably saying that's the same thing. And it is. And when you graph it, there goes the line. You don't really see anything else happening. So that is actually the same line. Let me show you. I'm going to go down into the second graph. I'm going to change the graphing technique from just a straight line to a tracer ball so that you can actually see it go across the screen. Here goes the first one. Here comes the second one moving through. You can see it's moving right on top of the first one. When you have exactly the same line, that means that they are going to have infinitely many solutions. When they have the same slope and the same y-intercept, that's going to happen. All right, we're going to go in here and we're going to do number 23. 23 says negative 5x minus 5 and negative x plus 4. And we're going to graph. And there goes the first one. Here goes the second one. This one has one solution. So we're going to have one solution, and that solution is, we're going to have the calculator tell us where it is. We want the calculator to find the intersection of line 1 and line 2, and that intersection is at negative 2.25, comma 6.25. 24, write the polynomial in standard form. Standard form is going to start with the highest exponent and go to the lowest. I have two of these that have x squared. I'm going to combine those. Negative 11 plus 6 is going to give me negative 5x squared. Then I'm going to look for regular x's. I got negative 8x. And then my 2 at the end. So this polynomial is in standard form. It has degree 2. When it's degree 2, it's called quadratic. When it has 3 terms, it is a trinomial. Write the polynomial in standard form for number 25, starting with the highest exponent, which is negative 7g, to the third, plus 6g squared, plus 2g minus 5. The degree is 3, which makes it a cubic, and it has 4 terms. We don't have a special name for that. We just say 4 terms.